About 6 years ago, I started spending so much time in Rotary that friends and neighbors started asking me what it was about Rotary that attracted me and was making me spend that much time. And I realized at the time that I needed an elevator pitch. That succinct phrase that you could deliver between the first floor and the fourth floor on an elevator that would tell people why you were so attracted to something, why it was so important to you. So I sat down at my computer one day and started typing all the reasons I was proud to be a Rotarian. And after about an hour and a half of typing out things that made me proud to be a Rotarian in my club, in the district, and in Rotary International, I realized that that was one of the worst things that I could have done. There were so many reasons that I was proud to be a Rotarian, I couldn't distill it down into that elevator pitch that I so desired. Well, about 16 months ago, Rotary International, without much fanfare, released our new vision statement. And as soon as I saw it, I knew that I had my elevator pitch. The vision statement goes like this. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. I'd like to break that down for you and tell you why this is so important to me, why this represents the reasons that I am in Rotary. The vision statement starts with the word together. Now, every word, if you've ever worked with a vision statement, every word in a vision statement is very carefully selected, is dripping with meaning. But note here that in our vision statement, it could have started with, we see a world where people unite. But it doesn't. It starts with the word together. Now, of course, that might mean friendship and fellowship and membership, but I think that there's a deeper meaning. You see, Rotary International is made up of 3 different service organizations living under the same vision: Interact, Rotaract, and Rotary. Each one of those organizations has a unique combination of time, talent, and treasure that we bring to this organization. And it's that unique combination together that makes us such a powerful, powerful force. Together, we see a world where people unite. When I read a vision statement, I'm just as interested in what is not said as in what is said. Notice how it doesn't say where Rotarians unite. It says where people unite. It doesn't say where Republicans unite, or Americans unite, or Christians, or Jews, or white people, or black people. It doesn't say tall people or short people, poor people or rich people. It says where people unite. And I think the point is here that we are willing to work with anyone, whether they are Rotarians or not, if they share our ideals and our goals to make the world a better place. We need to think of our organization as an organization that collaborates with anyone who has the ethics and the intention to make the world a better place for others. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action. And take action. Now, if I ask you what the motto of Rotary would be, you would probably tell me service above self. After all, back in the 1950s, Rotary adopted that as our motto, service above self. But if you look at our vision statement, there's not one location in the vision statement where you find any indication that we're an organization of service above self. It doesn't say that anywhere. As a matter of fact, if you look at the Rotary website on the landing page, you will not find the words service above self. The 3 words that you will find are people of action. People of action. Now, I don't think that we're going to see a press release on this or a public service announcement, but I've listened to enough speeches by Rotary leaders and talked to enough Rotary leaders that I think I know what's going on. I think that Rotary examined why we have been in decline, particularly in the United States. And I think they realized that clubs had begun to interpret service above self to mean that we would slip in under the dead of night, we would do our good work, and we would get out before anybody noticed. And you know what? We were damn good at it. Nobody noticed. I mean, how is it that we are not known better in the world when we are the only nonprofit organization that has offices in the United Nations building? Did you know that we have clubs in more countries than the United Nations has members? How could we not be known when we are the organization that has led the effort to eradicate polio from the planet? Well, I think that what we're going through is a transition. We are going through the transition to recognize that we need to be out there and be bold about the work that we're doing in the world. And this has practical implications. This means that with regard to our websites, our Facebook page, our Instagram, we need to reflect that we are a diverse group, gender neutral, that we are having fun, and we are doing good in the world. That we're making a difference, we're improving our communities. We are people of action. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change. To create lasting change. You know, if you've ever worked on a Rotary Foundation project, you know that one of the requirements is sustainability. You see, we are an organization that works on systemic issues. We work to remove obstacles and create opportunities for people so that they can reach their full potential. In order to do that, we want our projects to be sustainable, which means that once Rotarians have done their work, when the monies have been spent, and Rotarians go back home, that the benefits of that project will continue for years into the future. And when Rotarians come back 10 years later, those same beneficiaries will be benefiting from that particular project. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe. Across the globe. We're an international organization. As I mentioned, we're in over 200 countries around the world. And when I think of our number one project, Polio Plus, the End Polio Now campaign, the fact that when we entered this campaign, there were 350,000 new cases of polio in the world each year, nearly 1,000 cases a day. And Rotary had the audacity to declare that they were going to work to eradicate this disease from the planet. I mean, where did Rotary come off doing that? And yet we know where this has gone, that we're down to a few hundred cases in just 2 countries in the world, down from 125 countries when we took on the project of the eradication of polio and brought in our partners, the World Health Organization, the CDC, world governments, and the Gates Foundation. Together, we are changing the world across the globe. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities. In our communities. We need to understand and appreciate that Rotary, first and foremost, is a local organization. The top 3 reasons that people give for joining Rotary are local reasons. It's friendship, it's networking, and its community impact. 85% of new Rotarians say these are the reasons that they joined Rotary. So that we need to have a strong presence. Even in our international work, if you look at it, we have to have Rotarians on the ground, local Rotarians, who are there to oversee the project, who are there to help us install the project and then maintain it after the Rotarians from the international country have gone home. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. And in ourselves, it's these last three words that came as the biggest shock to me when I read the Rotary Vision Statement. I grew up in Rotary like most of you did, in a world of service above self, that you weren't supposed to get anything or expect anything in return for your Rotary involvement. But as Brad Howard, former Rotary International Director, often says, that Rotary is a bargain that we've cut with our members, that they expect something in return for their membership. It might be recognition. It might be community awareness. It might be leadership opportunities. Whatever it might be, people come to Rotary expecting that there is going to be something in return. And that's where I think these last three words of our vision statement come in. Seeing lasting change in ourselves. I know from my experience in Rotary, I've developed some of the deepest friendships that I have ever had in my life. And the satisfaction that I have gotten from being a Rotarian is unlike anything that I have ever experienced. Frankly, wearing this shirt, wearing my Rotary pins, has made me want to be a better person because I'm representing such an incredibly high-idealed organization, an organization with ethics beyond reach of any other organization. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. You know, as I look back at this vision statement and realize that the Rotary International Board put this vision statement together, proposed it, and ultimately released it for Rotarians, I realized that these are just words on paper. The Rotary International Board can't dictate to us that this vision is the vision of our club. The only way that our vision statement is meaningful, this wonderful vision statement that encapsulates why I'm a Rotarian, but the only way that this means anything is if we all engage, if we all embrace the vision statement as our own ideal of what Rotary is about what we're trying to accomplish in the world. So I'd like to challenge you to think about this vision statement, to embrace it, to make it your ideal with regard to what you're trying to accomplish through your club and through your work in Rotary. This is my last video of my year as district governor. It has been my great pleasure and honor to serve you. I have met some incredible people. I have visited clubs that are doing incredible work. Every day that I have been in Rotary, I have been inspired by those around me. So I encourage you to embrace this new vision statement, to make it your own, to bring it to your club, and make sure that your club embraces our new vision statement as well. So we'll see you on the road. Keep up the great work. I can't wait to join you soon.